Hey everyone, welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are looking at something seriously ambitious from our source material. We're talking about a massive strategic union between Play Lotto Global, or PLG, and PWE. According to the documents, this partnership is what they're calling a true founders moment. Basically, they are aiming to completely upend a legacy market by taking a universally understood product and supercharging it with cutting-edge quantum transceiver antennas and agentic AI. It's a wild combination, so let's jump right in.
Here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll look at the $380 billion founders moment, then how they're solving the last inch, followed by the rise of the AI agents, the zero-work affiliate wealth model, and finally, their Lotto for Good initiative.
Starting with Section 1, the $380 billion founders moment and the idea of a universal product. Our sources anchor us right out of the gate with a truly staggering number, $380 billion. That is the size of the legacy global lottery market. Now, the strategic advantage here, according to the documents, is that the lottery is what you call a universally understood affinity group. Think about it. It requires absolutely zero consumer education. You don't have to explain what a lottery ticket is to someone or why they might want to win. With 5.8 billion people currently online, the sources point out that a massive chunk of the globe already knows and understands this product inside and out. But here is the million, or I guess billion-dollar question posed by this whole convergence. How exactly do quantum physics and AI robots disrupt the world's oldest affinity group? I mean, how do you take a cash in hand, stand in line at the gas station model, and instantly modernize it for billions of people around the world? Well, the answer actually lies in the specific futuristic tech stack that PWE brings to the table.
Which brings us to Section 2, solving the last inch with quantum transceiver antennas.
So the proprietary hardware driving this whole network is the quantum transceiver antenna, or QTA. Now, to make sense of this, imagine a glass prism separating white light into a rainbow. The QTA works a lot like that, but as an electromagnetic prism. It uses a matrix of antenna pixels to concentrate and separate radio frequency signals, creating these multi-dimensional interactive field effects. This quantum approach allows for way better performance, massive bandwidth, and the ability to transmit and receive data simultaneously.
Building on that prism idea, the sources explain how QTA essentially solves what the telecom industry calls the last inch or last mile of global connectivity. Because QTA operates on quantum field effects interdimensionally, it completely bypasses traditional telecommunication limits. We're talking about signals that can actually penetrate solid objects, rock, brick, metal ground planes, you name it. It works non-line of sight, meaning it literally doesn't need to physically see a cell tower to connect. And this is exactly how the PLG platform plans to reach those 5.8 billion people already online, completely leapfrogging traditional infrastructure limits.
And this isn't just theoretical. It's backed up by hard data from the source documents. Independent lab tests across the US, Korea, and Japan confirm that this QT tech achieves an incredible 4 to 10.25 decibel gain compared to standard reference antennas. But it gets even crazier. QTA uses orders of magnitude lower current and voltage. It can actually harvest ambient energy to light LEDs. This paves the way to potentially eliminating standard batteries altogether. It's a fundamental breakthrough that allows for super efficient, long-range communication without relying on conventional cell towers.
All right, moving to Section 3, Rise of the AI Agents, or the new digital workforce.
Now, the strategy here relies heavily on the massive scale of what's being called the lobster craze. This refers to the explosive growth of the OpenClaw AI platform. Just look at the data from February 2026. We are seeing over 1.5 million active autonomous agents. This is huge because it proves AI has officially evolved from just being conversational chatbots to becoming true agentic workers that can execute complex, real-world tasks. With over 12,400 specialized skills built by developers from more than 120 countries, these agents are now out there handling complex financial and marketing workflows entirely on their own.
And Play Lotto Global is capitalizing right on this exact shift. PWE has deployed a network of 10,000 specialized autonomous AI robots to act as the primary marketing engine for this launch. These digital workers are grinding 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. No human oversight needed. They aggregate data, they promote affiliate QR codes globally, and they use agent-to-agent or A2A transactions to handle all the complicated signups. The sources even detail a wild feature where this tech can directly target or hijack signals to smartphones in high-traffic areas like concerts or sporting events, embedding promotional videos straight to consumers and cutting out the human middleman entirely. Let's look at what this means for users in Section 4, Zero-Work Affiliate Wealth and the Global Opportunity.
The sources highlight a really stark contrast between traditional multi-level marketing and this new PLG model. Look, traditional affiliate models are exhausting. You have to buy inventory, host awkward meetings, and constantly educate people on why they need some new vitamin or gadget. The PLG model flips that on its head because it relies on a product everyone already knows. Zero cost to join, zero inventory in your garage, and definitely no business meetings to host. Those autonomous AI robots we just talked about, they do all the heavy lifting of finding and recruiting customers for you.
So the user journey described in the sources is almost completely effortless. Whether you're a broke waitress in Brazil or a veteran in the US, it's the exact same process. Step 1. You just share your personal, free QR code. Step 2. The PWE AI bots take over, aggregating data, marketing your code, and recruiting players worldwide. Step 3. You automatically earn a 10% recurring commission on every dollar spent by someone who signed up under your code. As the founders note, affiliates basically just check their digital wallets to watch the royalties roll in.
But what exactly are these bots selling? Well, they're selling access. Through the PLG platform, affiliates are offering access to 18 different international lotteries, fully localized in 35 languages. We are talking about massive billion-dollar US jackpots like Powerball and Mega Millions. Remember, there are roughly 5.5 billion non-US citizens globally who previously had no legal or easy way to play these massive tier games online. It's a wildly popular product suddenly becoming available to a gigantic new global demographic.
And that brings us to our final part, Section 5, Lotto for Good and Funding Humanity.
You see, this PLG and PWE partnership isn't just about disrupting finance. It's actively engineered to be an engine for global philanthropy. Under their Lotto for Good banner, the platform aims to take a slice of the massive global lottery spend, which, let's be honest, has historically been a bit opaque about where the money actually ends up, and redirect it into highly transparent charities. By leaning into this high-volume, high-margin model, they are setting up continuous, recurring monthly funding directly for the Cinco Foundation. This foundation focuses heavily on critical issues, like providing actual shelter for homeless veterans and funding serious suicide prevention initiatives.
There's a really powerful quote from the Founders Strategy sessions that I want to highlight. They asked, what's going to happen when billions of people find out they can earn money without playing? The sources use this specific question to underscore the core magic of their whole model. You are giving the world's largest affinity group a chance to generate high-margin residual income on a universal product without them ever having to spend a single dime out of pocket. It's pretty wild to think about.
So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. We've seen how these quantum antennas can potentially solve global connectivity dead zones, and how autonomous AI agents can instantly scale massive affiliate networks. Could this crazy convergence of AI agents and quantum networks actually be the ultimate catalyst, not just for individual wealth, but for true, large-scale global philanthropy? It is a fascinating founders moment that might just permanently reshape how we view legacy markets and charitable giving. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and as always, keep learning.